Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this week of Smooches. I am your life coach, Shalena Diva, the purpose-driven diva, creator of www.shalenadiva.com, the most entertaining, educational, and enlightening website for women. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you remember last week, we actually talked about how you can kick toxic relationships to the curb. And I showed you how to do that by teaching you lessons that I'm teaching in my new book entitled Fire Your Friends, a woman's guide to becoming her own best friend. And in this book, I show you how to become your own best friend first, and then I show you how to fill your life with healthy and positive relationships. So last week, we spent some time learning how to identify toxic people, and also how do you handle those relationships? What do you do? So I gave you a few tips. So go back to last week's episode and just, jot down some notes. This week, I really wanted to spend some time on something that's very important. And it's like, once you discover what toxic relationships are and how to get them out of your life, I then want to show you how you build healthy relationships. In essence, I want to show you how you hire healthy friends. Yes, you can hire healthy friends. So last week we talked about friends who were in the 1 and 2 categories. That means that they scored a total points of either 4 or between 5 and 8. So those are people who are either toxic or they're your friends, but they have hater tendencies. So those are those people. But this week I really want to focus on the 3s and 4s in your life. And let me just go back to my evaluation form that is in the book at the end of every chapter. 4 is for you strongly agree. These are people that are really in your corner. 3 are people who, they are also very much in your corner, but maybe they don't have a long track record like the number 4s do in your life. 2s are people, like I said, they're your friends. They can be family members, close friends, but they do have some hater tendencies. They tend to shout your failures and whisper your successes. And then we have the 1s, and the 1s are the people who are toxic. And I told you, give them a pink slip. Get them out of your lives right away. So today we're going to focus on the 3s and 4s. The reason why I want to focus on the 3s and 4s is that we have a tendency to not appreciate the people who have been in our corners, the people who have been there over the years, the people who have wholeheartedly supported us. And I don't know whether it's human nature or not, but we can tend to cling to and give more attention to those unhealthy relationships, the people who could care less about us, the people who don't have our best interests at heart. But in this book, I show you how to flip the script and how to really focus upon building healthy, solid relationships that are mutually beneficial. When I say mutually beneficial, I mean they add to your life and you add to their life. It's a give situation. It's not that they're just steadily pouring into your life and you're not giving anything back. That is unhealthy. Instead, with these relationships, they are pouring into your life and you are pouring back into their lives. So what I want you to do with these people in your lives, I want you to either send them an email, send them a text, send them call them up, let them know, or send them a card, let them know that you appreciate them, and invite them out to lunch. Just let them know that you appreciate them, because when you appreciate anything, you'll get more of it. So call them up, call that cousin up, call that girlfriend who's always sending you cards for the holidays. Call her up, tell her that, hey, I appreciate you. You bring value to my life, and watch he or she pour more into your life. So I want you to start taking care of those relationships, start nurturing them even more. Because when you do that, you will get so much more out of the relationship, and you as a person will grow as a result. And then you'll find that you no longer have toxic relationships in your life. You only have healthy ones. And sometimes when you've had toxic relationships in your life for so long, you don't even know what to do when a healthy one slaps you in the face. I mean, it won't slap you in the face because it's healthy, but you won't know what to do with it, and it may take some getting used to. But I want you to push past your comfort zones, realize that everyone is not out to hurt you, realize that there are people out there who have your best interests at heart, and remember that there are people out there they really have no strings attached. They don't want to sleep with you. They don't want anything from you. They only want to make you better. There are people out there like that. My life is full of people like that who really just want the best for me, and I in return want the best for them. So you're going to send them an email. You're going to let them know that you appreciate them, and just let them know that they're special. And I tell you, that relationship will blossom. Now, here's the other part. Here's how you're going to hire new friends. Yes, you can actually hire new friends. Here's how you're going to do it. Usually the people in this category, they're people you don't necessarily know. They're not in your inner circle, but you may admire them. They have it going on. They're doing, it's people like to say they're doing the dang thing. They are so creative. Everything is always happening for them. I mean, they're successful. If you see a person like that, I want you to reach out to them. I know it can be intimidating because you're like, wow, like they have it going on and I don't really know if I should reach out to them. Reach out to them anyway. And also, you may feel a little inferior, like, like they got it going on and I know I don't really. Let me tell you, that is a good sign. That is a good sign because it means that people like that, they push you out of your comfort zone. They don't allow you to be mediocre. And because they're doing such great things, it's that part of you that know that you can be great. It's attracted to them. And it's like, wow, if she did it, I know I can do it. Those are the people who are going to take you to the next level. Those are the people I want you to hire. How can you hire them? It's not like on a job you're gonna make them fill out an application and hire them. It's just a mentality because if you feel inferior, right? But then if you think I'm hiring this person, you it's a paradigm shift, and what you're doing is by hiring them, you're kind of raising yourself up here. And maybe, you're kind of getting rid of that whole inferiority thing. And what you're employing is you're using their talents and their knowledge and their expertise. That's what you're hiring into your life. So if you look at it that way, it'll help you get rid of that whole inferiority thing. And then you can really see that, you can learn a lot from that person. So stop hating on people who you see who are really doing great things. Don't hate them. Hire them. And you hire them by getting to know them. Support them. Did they write a book? Hey. Shalena Diva wrote a book. Did they write a book? Do they have a coaching program? Are they having an event? You need to go and support. Go and support them. And I tell you, that's the easiest way to catch someone's attention. So that is how you're going to hire them. And in closing, I want to leave you with this to show you the importance of opening your mind and of hiring people. There's a Chinese proverb. It was about two employees and an employer. There was one guy, he worked really, really, really hard. And there was another employee. He was more like the laid-back kind, but he was always getting promotions. And the one that worked really hard, he was really upset. He wanted to quit his job. He went to the boss and said, hey, I work really hard. And let's just call the other guy John. He's like, John doesn't work half as hard as I do, but he's always getting promotions. And I don't like it. It's not fair. And I quit. The employer said, well, wait a minute. Let me tell you why. He says, let's just say Peter. He says, Peter, when I ask you to do something, if I ask you to go to the fish market and tell me how much, I don't know, flounder cost, you'll go to the market, you'll hurry up, you'll get it. But when you come back, you'll say flounder costs, I don't know, $3 a pound. He says, but when I send Peter, go to the market, tell me how much the flounder costs. He says, Peter goes to the market and he goes just as fast. But when Peter comes back, Peter says, well, hey, the flounder costs $3, but then you also have the whiting. The whiting also costs about $5, and then you actually have some of the shrimp there, and the shrimp costs this. But if you actually bundle them together, you can actually do more. And then Peter runs it down, and the employer said, "Now do you see the difference between you and Peter? When I ask you to do something, you just do that, but when I ask Peter goes above and beyond." So sometimes you guys, you can think that, oh, I'm working so hard or whatever, but you need to look at what other people are doing that you are not doing. So instead of hating on Peter, look at what Peter's doing. Find out what he's doing. Find out what his magic sauce is, and then you start doing it. And then you employ it into your own life, and you'll be so much better for it. So sometimes it's stop hating. That is so immature. It's childish. Instead of hating, I want you to hire people. Hire those people who are really doing the thing, because they will teach you. They will teach you, and they will share. And guess what? You're going to be able to teach them something, because no one person knows all of the answers. But together, we know everything, okay? So that is your life lesson for this week. I am Shalena Diva, the Purpose-Driven Diva. Don't forget, you can purchase my book, Fire Your Friends, at www.shalenadiva.com/buy the book. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Remember, everything has beauty, including you. It just takes a true diva to see it. Be blessed.